So this is a video that's sort of a little bit more lighthearted than a lot of my videos, but I wanted to talk today about why I think that Phineas and Ferb, the cartoon on the Disney Channel, is probably the best cartoon ever made. Uh, Now I know it's on the Disney Channel. My kids, I have 4 kids, and all of them love Phineas and Ferb, um, and so I've kind of watched it, and I've grown to love it too. The reason why I find it to be an amazing show is it basically shows the agarist principle in action. Uh, the story is every episode. It's like sitcom sort of style, right? Um, where it's not like a storyline. It's basically just every episode is one basic premise, and the sort of the idea of it is that um, the the main characters, Phineas and Ferb, are like stepbrothers. And each day they come up with an idea saying that, hey, you know what we should do today? We should do this. Because it's like summer vacation, right? And they're kids. So they go, I want to build a roller coaster. So they just build a roller coaster. And they have their sister, Candace, who keeps trying to rat them out to their, trying to bust them, rat them out to their mother. And she always fails. But even when she's telling them that, hey, I'm going to tell mom, the Phineas and Ferb, they don't really care. It's like, whatever, But they just keep going. They don't care whether they're going to get caught or not. They just want to do it because it sounds like it's a fun thing to do, and it's a good thing to do. So every episode is something just incredibly bizarre in terms of what their projects are. But they just get an idea in their head, and they go do it. They don't worry about things like getting caught, and they don't worry about any of the, the so-called regulations or anything like that. So it's sort of like the agarist principle in action. And there's always like a little side story of their pet platypus, who's actually a secret agent that goes and fights the evil, Heinz Doofenshmirtz, who owns a company called Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated. And even though Heinz Doofenshmirtz is evil, he's not a traditional evil guy. He's more like an inept, he doesn't really know what he's doing. Builds himself these elaborate contraptions with this whole idea of, like, I'm going to turn the city hall into juice, to embarrass my brother, who's the, because his brother is the mayor of the city. So he's going to embarrass his brother by turning the whole thing into juice and covering his brother with juice and I guess embarrassing him and kicking it and getting him, laughed at or something. But it's always something absolutely ridiculous, like, and the special agent Perry, he gets, always defeats him, but even still, like even the evil scientist has, is basically sort of has a heart of gold. So it shows that even like the most evil people are sometimes like they're not really that bad, but I think it's an amazing show, and it's really funny. Like I said, probably the best cartoon I've ever seen. At least in terms of stuff that's kid safe. I'd still say that probably the best cartoon I've ever seen is Squidbillies. Um, that's fucking amazing. Maybe even Gravity Falls. Gravity Falls is pretty good too. Um, so Squidbillies, Gravity Falls, Phineas and Ferb. Gravity Falls is also on the Disney Channel, but it's a little bit more adult leaning than Phineas and Ferb. But yeah, it's a great show to watch with kids, and I really really enjoy it. Each episode is something totally bizarre. Um, so I recommend anybody who hasn't seen it to actually watch it because it's pretty good. So that's all I have to say today. Thanks.